Okay, so here's what I have. Let's start with seed trays. So I've got a mixture of seed trays. Now, if you've been growing with me for a while, you know that when we started at the beginning of COVID, like there was the COVID thing kicked in, and it was really hard to get rid of you to get your gardening kit, right? But the stuff's much more available now. The garden centres are open. If you need any of this kit, I've put links to it on the blog. If you look up gardening kit on the website, you'll find there's links to things on there as well. So I've got a mixture of trays, so everything that you want to grow your seeds in needs to have holes in the bottom for drainage, and then something for you to rest that seed tray into so that you can water your seeds from underneath, so everything doesn't drip out all over your kitchen windowsills or onto things below it in the greenhouse if you've got a greenhouse. So I've got a variety of these. You don't need to be too fussy about them, but one thing that I have done, I've been very good about this, is I've realised there are a million ways you can stop your flowers from growing as tall and as bountifully as they could do. And so every little bit that you can do to help your flowers grow stronger helps. So I have taken these trays I used all earlier this year, and I have taken them and I have put some bleach and I've scrubbed them with bleach and hot water and left them out in the UV so they're totally and utterly clean. And that's what you want to be doing, right? Clean, 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 to grow your seeds in. So I've got a mixture of these. Now, I've got lots of different biennial seeds, and I'm probably gonna, I don't know, my idea is I'm going to sow about 20 of each, but I'll probably do more than that. So here I have my compost. Now this is from stuff left over that I bought during quarantine, so I think it does have peat in it, which is dreadful. Please don't use stuff with peat in if you can help it. I'm using up what I've got left, and then I'll be peat free from then on in. So I've got compost. If you have to use soil from your garden, you can, but really get down the garden centre. Like I can buy this is like 3 bags at 12 quid or something, so it's not too expensive, but it means it's sterile and it's got everything that your seeds need, rather than just using soil from your garden, which will have all sorts of weeds and nasties in it. I've got a watering can. I've got a bucket because I am going to sieve this soil in a minute, this compost. I'm going to sieve it. Now I've bought a stupid sieve which has got the holes are way too small, so it's going to take me hours. I won't make you watch me do it, but try and get one with slightly bigger holes than this, right? Yeah, you can get the next size up in terms of holes and it'll be a lot easier for you. But you want, some of my seeds I didn't bother doing this with, and some of my seeds I did, and the ones that I sieved the soil for, I had a much better germination rate, so it is worth doing. I've got some vermiculite because there's one set of seeds, which I'll look up in a moment, that we need the vermiculite for. I think it's the antirrhinium, and that's what we need that for, but not for any of the others. So if you're not growing that, don't worry about it. I have got my seeds. I've got seeds, obviously. My trusty notebook, which I use to make a note of what date I sowed things, what I did, what I'd like to learn, what I'd like to do differently next year, all my notes about exactly what I'm sowing today, and all that kind of thing, so I can refer to it and tell you all about it. But I like to make notes myself as I go through the year so I can learn better next year. My trusty pencil with its trusty rubber on the end. So, because the first thing I'm going to do this time is rub out all the old labels, and I'm going to do my labels first and then put them to one side, so that I've got those ready to go just to pop in as soon as I've sowed the seeds. I'm not scrabbling around trying to find a pencil underneath everything else, which is what happens. I'm actually out in the garden today. Last time I sowed from the kitchen, inside the kitchen, because it was raining. So today I've got a camping table. I don't have a fancy potting bench and a big tray to sift my compost in and everything, so I am make do here. So I've got a camping table, my little plastic chair, and I'm out here enjoying the sunshine. So I'm going to get on with sieving some compost. So I'm not going to show you that because it's really obvious what you do. You get the compost, you tip it into the sieve over the bucket, and you sieve a load of compost. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll start the video back once I've filled these seed trays with soil, and we'll then be ready to move on to the seed by seed, what we're going to do. Actually, let me just tell you first. I'm going to fill these seed trays with soil. In fact, I'll do a little video of that as well, so you've got that too.